Hey guys, it's Gaijin Hunter. There's a lot of excitement around Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, especially coming from me. But I thought it would be good to make a quick video to let you guys know what makes this game different from Monster Hunter Generations. In the same way that if you played the previous game, why do you even want to get this one? What are the major selling points? In retrospect, because we've played it here in Japan, and I want to go over them now. There's 4 major points and some other ones, so let's just jump in. The first one is G rank. I'm sure you're hearing it all over. When is Monster Hunter World going to get G rank? Or I wish it had G rank. Or are they going to sell G rank? Well, what does it mean? G rank is the super difficult rating for Monster Hunter Quest that is after high rank. They usually add in G rank as its own expansion a year after the game is released in some sort of like Ultimate Edition. It gives them more than ample time to rebalance, tweak, and add new stuff before upping the stakes to the highest they can go. There are even monsters that only exist in G rank. Now in Monster Hunter games outside of Monster Hunter World, quests are split into 2 hubs. There's the village quests, which can only be done solo, and then there's hub quests, which are tuned for multiplayer. G rank only exists in the hub, so while you can do them solo, they are always scaled for 4 players. And with monsters that hit harder than ever before, and even getting new moves to throw off experienced hunters, it's a risky ordeal. But G rank gear and weapons are the top of the top and well worth the effort. Second one, of course, it's Monster Hunter, so it's got to be about the monsters. Monster Hunter Generation Ultimate brings to the table 2 new flagships, 1 new final online boss, 5 new deviants, and 14 returning monsters. Now if you play Generations, this game has 22 monsters on top of that massive roster. So you have Valstrax and Bloodbath Diablos as the new flagships, Atal-Ka for the new online boss, deviants for Astalos, Malfestio, Mizutsune, Shogun Senator, and Gameth. And for returning monsters, we have Lao Shanlong, Crimson Fatalis, White Fatalis, Fatalis, Baroth, Barioth, Raging Brachydios, Basarios, Kongalala, Nursilla, Giadrome, Diablos, Chaos Gore Magala, and Gravios. That brings the roster to nearly 100 large monsters. Now granted, I find it a double-edged sword because it's very hard to find rooms for specific monsters when you have this many. And also a lot of them were kind of added without much fine-tuning because it was kind of like an all-stars game. Just like, let's throw them in there, let's give people the opportunity to fight these bad boys. But you know what, a lot of players are in the camp that more is better, so if that's your game, you're going to be very happy. The third major selling point is the new styles that it brings to the game. This, of course, is a special concept that only exists within the spin-off series, which is Monster Hunter Generations. But we have a new Valor style, a new Alchemy style for the hunters, 1 new powerful hunting art for each weapon type, and my favorite, the prowler system got a major upgrade. There are new mechanics to make it easier to make your ideal cat, 12 new support skills, a bunch of new passive skills, as well as hunting style-like abilities that were added to each class of prowler. And the fourth and final large point, I think, has to be just sheer volume, especially when it comes to weapons and quests. It's ridiculous. Like, I can't tell you how much they crammed into this game. They made it so that every single weapon in the game can be upgraded to a final form, meaning that you literally have 100 or so final form weapons for each weapon type. Let's say you want higher power but lower elemental, or higher elemental with positive affinity, or kinda high elemental with negative affinity. I mean, you name it, whatever you can think of, they have a final form weapon that suits your needs. Then finally, there's just a bunch of new features. Although the past 4 points really cover the biggest ones, I think the other ones that are worth mentioning are, like, there's an SP system which works with the hunter arts to give you guys additional buffs. There are 3 returning maps and 1 new one, and that makes it for a total of 15 large maps, the most ever in a Monster Hunter game, 3 types of arenas, and 6 special maps for Elder Dragon battles. And transmogging. Transmogging is the ability to take the appearance of one armor set or pieces of armor and apply them onto another set so that you look one way, but the capabilities are another. There are over 650 full sets of armor in this game, which is crazy. So really, fashion hunting is at its max. You want to look one way, you want to have abilities one way, you got it. And finally, small changes, many of which were added to Monster Hunter World. Stuff like being able to equip Kinsects on different glaives, the ability to dismantle traps if you placed it and the monster ran away, tails being shown on the map if you cut them off, daily target monsters to get additional rewards, and stuff like that. I'm going to end the video with one last selling point, but this is really more about Monster Hunter Generations than it is Generations Ultimate. But this was really just to experience Monster Hunter nostalgia and history. It really is an all-star anniversary game where they just put a whole bunch of stuff in there. So it features all the towns from the past Monster Hunter games, NPC characters, and it really allows you to get a blast of either nostalgia or to experience it all for the first time. Yukumo Village, always in my heart. Anyways, I hope this video gives you a quick overview on what this game brings to the table versus Monster Hunter Generations if you play that game. If you haven't played any of these and you're new, starting with Monster Hunter World, past games are great, but they are different, so it's not going to be for everybody. So my advice is, if you have a 3DS, pick up Generations and try it out. If you like it, you're going to be really happy because your save data will transfer and you can pick up right on the Switch game. And if you don't like it, no big deal. Just go back to Monster Hunter World. It's a great game, and they're still adding content. Anyways, I hope this video helped you guys out. Hit the like button if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, happy hunting.